Oh hey, hi, welcome back. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. This is not usually how I look, but as you can see by the title, I am showing you my before and after of microblading. If you're not sure what microblading is, be sure to stay tuned in this video. I will give you all the deets, show you the process, bring you along, all that good stuff. If you are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you, love you, and I hope you're ready to see me go from this to this. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? If you are, then let's get into it. Good morning, friends. All right, today is the day that I get these bad boys done, microbladed. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Kind of pop in and say good morning since I haven't really been on. Didn't really want to make this a vlog, but more so a what I did and my experience kind of thing. Here we go. All right, you guys, I am here. I just pulled up, super excited. When she gets the numbing agent on, I will pop back in and kind of talk to you guys a little bit. So yeah, I'm on the table. We're about to numb, right?
Yes, we are.
Just got pictures taken. I feel like I'm like downhill right now.
Downhill?
Yeah, like I'm leaning that way.
On for 20 to 25 minutes.
All right.
And I'm going to talk about your aftercare.
Awesome.
Perfect. Looks beautiful.
Yes, I'm done. We're done. Bye. Just about done getting numbed. Feels like my skin is tightening up. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Moving on from the numbing, we go on to the mapping. They call it mapping because basically you're using this utensil that looks like a ruler almost. It looks like a ruler that you would use on a piece of paper to kind of measure out where your brows should be, how they should be arched, and go from there. Mapping is when they use a little utensil that basically maps out your brows. So they'll make marks where the center of your face is, to where the arches should be, to where the ends and the inner of your brow should be. This is going to differentiate per person and per face shape and per brow, or brow bone structure is. My brow bone structure is a little different on each side, so mine did take a little bit longer. It doesn't always take long for the mapping section, but for me it did take a bit longer just because bone structure is different. So it took both of us and her artistry and my knowledge of what I like and what I do on a regular basis to kind of work together to see what would work best. You really want to get an artist who is going to do the best brows that are fit for your face shape and your eye shape and kind of what you're familiar with already. If you do your eyebrows on a regular basis, that is something that they can go off of to kind of give them an idea what style, what arch, what thickness, what darkness, all of that will be taken into account when it comes to doing your actual microblading. So microblading is basically cutting the skin and inserting ink. I know it sounds horrific. If you have had tattoos, it's a little different than that. With the microblading, the blade is dipped into the ink and basically scraped along the skin. So you are basically making micro cuts in the skin. I will tell you that you won't feel anything until the numbness comes off. So once that numbness wears off, you are going to feel the pain. If your pain tolerance is high, mine is pretty high. It still hurt a little bit, but it wasn't unbearable. It just felt uncomfortable. And it was just like, what is that feeling and why am I feeling it? But overall, the pain is not really that bad. And then after the microblading part, she did the shading. And the shading is almost like tattooing. It's just not as deeply penetrated. So it is a little machine that's very similar to a tattoo machine, but it just does not penetrate the skin as deep as a tattoo. Now, not everybody needs shading. If you have fuller brows, but you just have like sparse areas that just need to be filled in with the microblading, then you probably won't have shading. Now for someone like me who has very little brow hair, the shading was almost necessary just because if I didn't, it might not have looked as full as if I did not have the shading. And then after that is when she will put on the layer of ink, and you leave that on for I want to say it was like 10, maybe 15 minutes, and then we wipe that off and we go from there. Now everyone's recommended healing process care instructions are a little different. For her, she recommended dry healing, which basically means no water, no ointments, no anything for up to 72 hours. So washing your face, you would just have to wash around the brows. No makeup, no products, no makeup on your brows for 10 to 14 days. But I hope you guys enjoy seeing kind of the process. Just keep in mind, like, there is like a day in between this healing process where, you know, it will look patchy, it will look, you know, kind of crazy, and you won't want to leave the house because people are going to look at you like, there's something on your brow. It's the process. Don't pick at it. Don't touch them a lot. Don't rub on them. Don't scratch them. You don't have tattoos and obviously you're not familiar, but it's just like a tattoo. So if you have a tattoo, you'll be familiar with this healing process. The scabbing, you know, the peeling of everything, it just comes off naturally. You want to use ointments. I use grapeseed oil, her recommended, but you listen to your artist. Your brows will be looking good, girl or boy. Whoever's getting their brows done. With all that said, this is what microblading is. This was my personal experience. If there's anything that I missed or that you guys have questions about, please let me know in the comments below. I definitely will answer all of what I did not answer already in this video. If you're looking into doing it, just keep in mind it is an investment. It can be anywhere from $400 to $1,500 depending on where you're going, depending on where you live. Look up your artist, look on Instagram, look at reviews, just their profile. That is going to be key to finding the best artist for you. There's a ton of artists out there, but just do your research first. Make sure to hit that like button. Leave me comments down below if there's anything I did not mention or talk about. Hit subscribe. You know you want to join the family. Subscribe so I can help you live that fab fit life for life. That's what I do. If you end up being motivated to get your eyebrows microbladed, please let me know. All my Instagram links and everything will be down below. Tag me, show me pictures. If you end up hitting up my girl Rochelle, she's in the Orange County area. I'll leave her links down below. Her Instagram is amazing. She shows her work. She shows my before and after, which I'll pop up here. Boop. I hope that helps. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.